my anxiety was so high and I was so clenched up yesterday for so long that I don't know. I'm just done. I'm alive. I got fake teeth still. They don't hurt, really. I think when I last talked to you, they weren't hurting. That was just to say a quick goodnight when I was already in Sebastian's bed. When I talked to you, they had a bit of an ache, just because my mouth had been absolutely harassed for hours. And my mouth was really sore. My mouth is still a little tired. My retainer does not fit right now, and I wonder if it's like swelling. I have problems with my bottom retainer fitting if I even like have had a kink or sore, and part of my mouth is swollen, so we'll see. I started to wear it just with it like slightly up on one side. Sorry, I have so many dog hairs that I'm like picking at. I just have to live with it. So yeah, I tried to go to bed with it half on, and I had it on for about an hour because I couldn't fall asleep. But then I like bumped my hand into my chin and it like popped out on the side where it really needs to not be popping. So I got up and took it out. And I'm just gonna do little sessions throughout the day, so I try to get at least 5 or 6 hours, because that's about what I get overnight when I wear it. So I wore it while I got ready for about 45 minutes. And I'll wear it tonight when I'm getting Sebastian to sleep. That'll give me a couple hours at least, like 2. We'll see. I'm hoping it'll eventually fit, so I don't have to do that the whole 2 weeks, and then maybe some extra if they have to make a new retainer. Anyway, I'm having extreme anxiety and I don't want to chew. I can chew. It doesn't hurt. My tongue hurts. It feels bruised. They were holding it out of the way. I've got an extremely small mouth and a lot of teeth. So, I mean, that's my only complaint. I just got a superfood smoothie. It was like the least foodie of them because there's so many ingredients, and I was like, I don't know if I want like spinach and kale right now. This one is like, I think it was blueberry flaxseed, but it also has other fruits. And I said no flax seeds because I don't be flossing over there, so we don't need flax seeds. I don't even like them. But I'm at Lidl. I'm gonna get at least egg whites and some more yogurt. I can't eat yogurt all day. I feel like egg whites is a good thing to try to start chewing and get over my anxiety. I feel like I'm gonna cry just thinking about chewing. I've always had teeth anxiety, and I'm grateful that my brain didn't give me any teeth falling out nightmares like I used to have when I was younger. Instead, beads of my jewelry were falling off everywhere I went. Every time I moved, more would fall out. I lost this little bead, which I actually have to check all the time because it comes unscrewed. And everywhere I was going, sorry, smoothies make me cough because I'm cold. Everywhere I was going, the beads were falling out. I don't know. I'd appreciate it if it wasn't teeth. But yeah, I don't have anything major on my schedule, so I'm gonna do this. I should do laundry, but honestly, I might curl up and try to nap if I get really tired because I haven't slept well in a couple days. and my anxiety was so high and I was so clenched up yesterday for so long that I don't know. I'm just done. Mentally and physically done. But let's go find some mushy foods that I can hopefully swallow without chewing, but I need to learn how to chew. Hello everyone. If I talk weird, look, it fits. It's actually down there. It was sticking up like a hook last night. I think my jaw J sounds are hard. Jaw was swollen. Now my problem is my tongue. You see how that side is swollen? And there's a painful ridge because the temporary teeth are very sharp. My dentist actually called to check on me, which is nice. And I resisted the urge to say thanks. I hate it, because I do. But yeah, I told her that it's super sharp and I'm having a lot of tongue pain. And she's like, oh, it's no problem. We can have you in and polish it down. I know they're kind of uncomfortable, but your permanent ones are gonna be great. I'm like, okay, I should go ahead and make that because I know you probably don't do it on the weekend because it's Thursday now. And she's like, oh, okay, great. I'm not here on Fridays. I can do Monday. I'm like, all right. And then she's like, what time are you available? I'm like, anytime after 9 and before 2. She's like, how about 2? Like, all right, I guess my husband can do the bus. So that's scheduled and we'll see if I make it. I'm used to my tongue having issues. So I have a lot of allergies that make my tongue swell up and then it cuts into my, oh, my phone is ringing. It just lights up here. Name unavailable. Yeah, that's a junk call. Anyway, bus. When I was at the dentist, was it yesterday? It feels like a million years ago, and it also feels like today. I was there through bus stop time, and I saw Dan leave the house to go to the bus stop a minute after when it usually pulls up. So I'm like, oh, I don't think he was there in time. And then when I got home, Sebastian said that the bus driver stopped the bus when he was walking towards the house to ask him if he was okay. And so today I'm out there and she says something to Sebastian while he's passing her. She also waves to me, but she often does. And I guess she had asked him to tell me to come talk to her until the kids are off. And she said she was so worried yesterday because myself or Danny are always there. We're the only parents at drop-off time. They're always there. And she was really worried that there's something wrong, and she wanted to know if in the future, if we're not there, if it's okay to let him off. Because she only has the rule of kindergartners need somebody who have a matching tag. And obviously he's a second grader. He's smaller than the kindergartners. But yeah, I was like, yeah, it's fine. I was at the dentist. I think my husband got caught up in work, but in the future, it's okay. He can make it home. He runs the neighborhood. I didn't have time to say all that, but I was like, yeah, it's okay. But thank you. I really appreciate you being worried about him. So Monday, we'll see what happens. We'll see if Daddy just lets him come back on his own. He dilly-dallies, and he needs to come in and do homework time. Anyway, I didn't film a lot after I got home, but I made like baby eggs, except mine had minced, I would guess, minced green onions. I cut them so small so I could just swallow them, and some Tabasco sauce. It tasted really good, and I'll probably do that again. And then I had refried beans, again with Tabasco sauce, for lunch. Wonderful things I could just swallow whole. There's a few bigger pinto beans in it that I had to chew a little. So that was a good first step. And it took me so long to eat. I felt like that was a big chunk of my day, but I was also taking care of computer things and feeling exhausted and stressed and anxious and just shell-shocked. And then in the afternoon I worked on my blanket. Why are you not changed? Oh, you want me to turn it? Okay, why don't you take one of your things in there so you'll have less to take. I gotta flip the pajamas because they're complex. I'll put you right here. Anyway, yeah. When Jax got home, he was feeling very, very stressed out about his workload and his honors English class. And so I went up to be moral support and then talk through a couple of things.
So much food in the trash bag.
Teenager room, that's why. But yeah, I came up there, I brought my crochet with me, and it was moral support, and we discussed some of the things he needed to analyze, the symbolism in the song Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. So now it's in my head. You got a fast car. And so he had a great start, but I just went through it and talked it out loud and just kept talking and letting my mind go over things. And he's like, yeah, you know, that was really helpful, thanks. Because he was getting stuck on some of the more complex stuff later on. So hopefully he's finished. I think he finished everything else for that. It's a big redo. But honestly, his grades are looking good so far. It's a little iffy. The quarter ends on the 19th. It's the 5th. It might be the 5th today. I don't have my watch on. It's charging. It's the 4th. Again, I'm so close. The days are both long and short and painful. My tongue hurts so much. But he has to turn it in tomorrow. It's the redo. In that class he has a C in because of that failed grade. He didn't turn it in. He lost it. He said, I don't know. Some of it seems like he didn't do because it seems a little fresh, but taking his word. And either way, whether he didn't do it or he lost it, it's the same procedure. You can do a redo once by a deadline for an 80%, which is a B-. So, I mean, that grade's not going up to an A. It's just not. But if we can get it to B, that'd be great. Everything else is at A right now, but he has 2 that are 90% A's. So, 1 point down, and it's a B+. And that happened to him first quarter. Because some of the teachers don't, one of his teachers didn't put any grades in until report cards were due. There's absolutely nothing. And he was blindsided by a math test that he bombed. And he didn't know. He would have retaken it.
What's my outfit color, Bobby?
You have gray pants and that olive green Lego shirt. You can go look if you want and you can change it. It's just, it was up here, so I brought stuff down. So yeah, anyway, it was like 6:30 and we're like, we made the call that we were just gonna all eat whatever since there's me with my situation. Even though I have no real tooth pain, the only thing I feel is if I inhale really quickly, I feel like a sting. Cold doesn't bother me. I've been putting ice like directly over there because of my tongue. So I don't know what that is, just like air touching things underneath the edges of the crown. I don't know. That's my guess. Because it's only a wind I can do it, and I don't think it needs to be hot or cold. Just any big ol' fast breath. But yeah, I just have a lot of issues, anxiety about chewing and getting food all up in there. And then when we ate dinner, I did eat like a rice-like dish, but it was like bulgur wheat with beans. I made it through a little bit, but my jaw got so tired and sore. Apparently it's still really sore from being stretched so much. So I switched to my leftover beans halfway through, and I'll revisit the bulgur tomorrow for one of my mini grazing meals. I have to take Jax to breakfast. We'll see what he chooses. If it's Starbucks, they have oatmeal. If it's Dunkin' Donuts, I don't know. I don't know what I'll be brave enough to eat. Or nothing. Can I just get a drink? We'll see what I'm up for. Donuts can be soft if you make the right choice. Would it be weird if I ate a donut with a fork? So I don't have to like open my mouth wide. Anyway, that was my day. Sorry, I sound so weird. What I've decided that about my retainer is, like, I wore my upper one all last night, but I ended up taking out the bottom one, as I said, because it was like popping up. I wore it while I was getting ready, the bottom one, and then I just ended up not wearing it at all today because my tongue was hurting, but I just put it in because I was like, I'm gonna wear it for 2 hours starting now until bedtime, and it actually fits. But because my tongue is so sore and it's poking in to the edges of the retainer even more than my sharp teeth, it's like a combo. I'm just gonna stick with 2 hours and then not wear it tonight, and I'll wear it in the morning and reevaluate again the next day. But it might be this situation until my tongue heals, which could go on till after Monday. Anyway, I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you for making it this far. It's probably only 2 of you, but I appreciate you and I love you. Thank you. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.